I turned back and was stunned to see a storm 1,200 kilometers wide barreling toward the base. We could take shelter in the habitat module and wait it out, but the spacecraft couldn't handle winds of 150 kilometers per hour. If it tipped over, the consequences would be catastrophic. The captain ordered an evacuation, the pilot got ready, while the rest of the team stayed in the habitat. The airlock door opened and sand lashed against me, reducing visibility to zero. I moved toward the spacecraft, but the comms antenna got ripped off by the wind and slammed into me. I hit the ground, my suit was torn, my vitals disappeared, I couldn't hear any response from my teammates on Mars. In such low pressure, I wouldn't survive a minute. The captain told everyone to retreat first. He wanted to come back for me, but the storm was growing stronger, and my shadow disappeared into the red desert. The spacecraft tilted to its limits, and the pilot fired the thrusters to stabilize it. Everyone knew that if we delayed any longer, no one would make it. The captain had to face it. He assumed I was gone.
Launch.
The spacecraft tore through the storm, thrusters blazing, and shot into the sky. Back on Earth, NASA announced that I, Mark, had died during the Ares 3 mission. But no one knew that in that red wasteland, I woke up to the low oxygen alarm.
Oxygen level critical.
I forced myself upright, a dull pain in my abdomen. Looking down, I saw the comms antenna had pierced my suit and destroyed the life monitor. No wonder my teammates thought I was dead. The antenna, mixed with my blood, had blocked the hole and kept me alive. The habitat was 400 meters away. I pressed on the wound and hobbled there step by step. Back inside, I removed the antenna and performed surgery on myself. I had survived, but the transmitter was broken. I couldn't reach my teammates or Earth. 3 days later, I was stable, but the habitat's food supply, even rationed, would only last 400 Martian days. The next Mars mission was 4 years away. That meant I had 3 years to figure out how to survive. I remembered the bags of potatoes from Thanksgiving rations. As a botanist, I planned to use my knowledge to grow 3 years worth of food in the desert. First, the soil. Martian dirt lacked nitrogen essential for plant roots. The only nitrogen source was the waste my teammates had left behind. I concocted nutrient-rich soil and planted over 100 square meters of potato fields. Next came water. I dismantled the launch platform's hydrazine fuel system and, with a catalyst, extracted hydrogen. Burned with oxygen, it would produce water, but open flames in space were dangerous. Using the habitat's fireproof materials and a crucifix left by my teammates as a makeshift igniter, I attempted it. The first try nearly blew me up. The oxygen levels inside were too high, and it exploded. On the second attempt, fully geared, I lit it again. A single droplet of water dripped from the condenser, my first success. Water secured, but time was against me. Base systems were designed for 31 days. I had to live for 4 years, which meant maintaining them constantly. By the 54th Martian day, potato sprouts grew in the sealed habitat, giving me hope. Back on Earth, they believed I was dead. I had been given a state funeral, broadcast live worldwide. But Vincent, the Ares 3 mission commander, clung to a sliver of hope. Comparing satellite images from day 18 to day 54, he noticed the solar panels had been cleared of dust, and the rover's position had changed. He confirmed one thing: I was still alive. At the emergency press briefing, the announcement went off like a bombshell. Journalists erupted in excitement.
What does this say about the agency? Are you going to resign?
No.
I, however, knew nothing of what was happening on Earth. All I knew was one thing: survive. Ares 4 would land 3,200 kilometers away. A fully charged rover could only cover 35 kilometers at most. How could I turn the odds in my favor in such a desperate situation?